We're just normal kids that decided to drive around the country and make a little documentary one summer because we didn't want to get jobs. And Will, did you think about this? The first planning meeting we had, we were fresh out of college. We graduated like a week ago, and we were at that Starbucks right around the corner.
Oh yeah, one of the first names we got was Christopher McDonald, who asked me when we were on the phone, he was considering doing the part, is it hot in Texas in August? I was like, it's up there a little bit. I mean, this is a dream come true. For us, we've made 2 docs before this, and you've had to look at these faces in those films, but for us at this stage of our lives, we really want to tell compelling stories, and our hearts beat for Jesus, and we feel like in today's culture, there's this stigma where if you're going to talk about Jesus in a movie, you have to put the message first, above the story, and we think that that's just not the way to go about it. You should tell a compelling story first, and your worldview will come out of that.
We would love to hear more about your work in Lesotho.
Yeah. I mean, this is really the Lord's work, wouldn't you say?
Amen. Amen.
I mean, it was funny because when I actually went in for the project and I read for Will, he's like, good, yeah. And like, for all of us being from LA, typically that means you didn't get the part. So we're like, all right, fine, thanks, guys. And afterwards, he's like, we envisioned Tyler to be really small, and then you walked in, and I guess like I sold it in a way that they believed it, and I appreciated that, but I think I believed in the script from day one. I believed in these guys from day one.
Your scholarship expired last semester. I'm gonna pour you a drink.
Hold on.
We have decided to give tonight's offering towards our missionaries and their efforts.
Why do people go to charity events?
So they want to help people.
Wrong. Because they want to feel like they're helping people.
He's a great director, he knows what he wants, and you know what's the best thing about a great director, I think, is once he gets it, right, he's got his scene, he's written it, he knows exactly what he wants, which is a blessing. He gets what he wants and he says, hey, let's have fun. Now that scene where I wasn't there, but he told me this story, Nick Offerman did the scene and he puts the rubber band around his head. That was after they had the scene already, and then he says, well, Nick, let's play with one. And he does that inspired moment with the rubber band about his face. It's so funny. But then you got to keep those takes because there's rubber band marks on the face.
He's got a big red streak right there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you're kind of going to paint it in the corner, but it's very, very effective. I laughed really loud.
I read like a few pages and I was giggling, and then I read 10 more pages and I was like, this stays this funny. There's no way I can't go and do this. And then it became so compelling and I fell in love with the characters. There's no way I could turn it down. So.
What was the experience like shooting it off? Had you ever been to Texas before?
I hadn't.
Yeah, so
I love it.
Yeah, that's a big attraction. This film was shot in really 28 days or so.
Yeah, it was swift.
Yeah, and sweaty.
And sweaty. It was swift and sweaty. One of my favorite all-time images that I'll take with me forever was Christopher McDonald standing with this air conditioner tube pushed against his back. I walked over to try and share it with him, and there was a look in his eye. I thought, filmmaking is all about risks, and I think sometimes the more risks you take, the better the outcome can be. But you never know, like everything can feel amazing, the cast can be incredible, it can be great chemistry, the writing is just beautiful, great everything, great directing, and then you never know, it could just, at the other end, it just might not add up. But it felt as good as it ever can, and I think it turned out that way.
Yeah.